Hi there, folks. Back to do just a response video today. This is going to be a response to Dave, SMS number 1, the Rambling King himself. That's pretty much what I'm calling you from now on, because pretty much whenever it comes to rambling and just being a complete lunatic, I'll say that you wrote the book on it. But anyway, back on topic. Anyway, this is pretty much a response to his question in regards to what are you looking for / looking forward to at Auto Assembly this year? And since Auto Assembly is in fact a week away, it's looking at the calendar now. It's the 5th of August on Friday, so it's getting close. Excitement is building up. So anyway, yes. So I'm going to do this in order because there's a lot that I'm looking forward to, but there's also a little bit that I'm looking for as well. So where do I begin? To be honest, there isn't really a lot that I'm looking for this year, because I seem to have a very long history of when it came to auto assembly, and when it came to buying anything that I really wanted, I always went, I'm just going to buy this and this and this and this and this, and I ended up buying way too much, and I ended up just spending a lot more money than I originally planned, which, that's a problem. So I might actually rearrange that plan. I've arranged it properly now because I already know what it is I'm going to plan on getting. And stop me if it sounds like it's a long list, because I get the feeling that what I'm after this year does sound like a lot. So what am I looking particularly for this year? Well, Dark of the Moon. Since I know that the Dark of the Moon toy line hasn't exactly been the best line so far released this year of Transformers, there are a few figures that I really want to get, but I'm postponing that for another time. The one figure that I want to try and get this year, and the only Dark of the Moon figure that I got is Megatron, but the one figure that I want to get is Power Glide. I do like how that toy looks, because I'm not the biggest Power Glide fan normally, because I never got the Classics figure, and I never really had. I had the G1 figure years ago, but I don't have it anymore. I do want a Dark of the Moon Power Glide because I like how that looks. That looks so much like the G1 Power Glide, and the design for it is quite phenomenal. And I've heard some good things regarding that toy, so I might just put that on the list. And probably a Voyager Sentinel Prime. I know that Sentinel Prime, bad character and all that. I do want a Voyager Sentinel Prime. I do want to get hold of a Sentinel Prime figure at some point. And thank God I'm not going to try and plan on getting the Leader figure, because I have no interest in the Leader figures. I think that the Leader figures in general, some people like them. I'm not going to change your mind, but they take up too much space. And whatever space I've got. In fact, hang on, I'm just going to show you this now, because I'm sure I might have shown you this already, but hang on. Those shelves are pretty much all that's left of the space that I've got on this display. And whatever limited space I have, I want to save that space for figures I want to get this year. So anyway, yes, Dark of the Moon, Voyager, Sentinel Prime. I want to get that toy because that toy actually looks pretty good, and plus it's more tightly packed and not so all over the place like the Leader class Sentinel Prime. So that's pretty much Dark of the Moon. There's really a lot that I want to get from that line. The main focus that I'm drawing my attention towards this year is I want to get more Generations and Classics figures, because that's pretty much what a lot of people seem to be more focused on, and what a lot of people seem to be more interested in. And that's a good thing. Oh, just to end this quickly off, the Hunt for the Decepticons, Battle Blades, Optimus Prime. Out of the only movie Prime figures that I've seen, the only movie Prime figures that I think are decent, Battle Blades Prime, I do want to get that. I always keep saying I do want. I want to get that figure because that toy actually looks pretty badass, and plus the blades as well, the hook blades. So yeah, Battle Blades Optimus Prime, that's on the list. What else? Generations Classics figures. I want to get a Perceptor. I know that a lot of people don't like that figure. I know that a lot of people don't like that figure in some regards. I know that Matt Time Lord doesn't like that figure's alt mode. It's not horrible alt mode. It's not a microscope, but you can always make the microscope mode. You can make the fan mode yourself. But I want to get Perceptor because I just really will. I like Perceptor. I've never had a Perceptor figure. I wanted to get the G1 Perceptor figure at one point, but never got around to it. And plus, at the dealer's table, things go way overpriced. And pretty much whenever I always see something, I want that, but I can't afford it. I want that figure, but I can never afford it. So this time, I'm gonna buy what I can afford. And the Generations Perceptor seems pretty affordable when it comes to a budget that small. But Generations Perceptor, I do like that toy. I like the robot mode for it. The robot mode actually looks very Perceptor. And the alt mode, I'm just going to go with it and say it's a decent alt mode. You can't really get any more scientifical than the alt mode it has. Yes, Perceptor. Cup. Sergeant Cup. I want to get a Cup. I like that Cup figure, despite the head, because I've seen a lot of videos regarding that head. It looks horrible. It looks like it just looks like a gremlin. So I might just I will try, if I can this year, to get hold of the Iger head for Cup, the one with the cigar, the last Sound of the Wreckers thing. I want to get that head because it will help make the figure complete. So that's pretty much the that's Cup. What else? Blur. I'm not the biggest fan of Drift. I like the alt mode. I like the mold for Drift though, and I think the mold for Drift actually works very well for Blur. So minus the sniper rifle, you can just put that in somewhere and replace it with somewhere else. You can replace it with something else, but I want to get Blur because I really do like that figure, and plus I've never had a Blur. I've never had a Transformers Blur ever, and I really think that Blur is one of those figures that is quite sought after by a lot of people. Generations wise, what else? Lugnut. After seeing a lot of reviews regarding Lugnut, I want him because he does look pretty cool. Plus, he has the bendy fingers. Probably a few animated figures as well, and I might just get an animated Lugnut just to comparison him with the Generations Lugnut. But Generations Lugnut, I want to get that figure. It doesn't matter which one I get, whether I get the Generations or the United one, whichever is good. Beast Wars wise, there isn't a lot that I want to get for this one particular shelf. Aside from a Transmetal 2 Cheetor, I've had that figure twice now. If I get the figure again, it'll be the third time, because if you're aware, the purple paint on that will come off instantly. So I'm going to take care with that figure this time and make sure it doesn't break. What else? I would like a Beast Wars 2 Galvatron though, because seeing a lot of people play with that toy last year made me want one, and I never got one because it's one of those toys that a lot of people really do love, and I honestly don't blame you, because it's a pretty good toy. That and Loud Convoy. And normally I'm not the biggest fan of Beast Wars 2, but those two toys are awesome. Those two toys pretty much stand out in a line. There's just nothing but redecos and retooling. So yeah, that's pretty much the Beast Wars shelf. It might not be a lot for this one particular shelf. There's not really a lot that I want to get for this shelf anyway. Minus a few characters. Holy Grails wise, and this I wanted to get onto now. I'm after two this year. One I was searching for last year, which I didn't get. A Generation Trypticon. I'm still searching for that figure. If I get him either at Auto Assembly or online, I'll get him. I will try and get him for. Actually, no, I won't get him for a reasonable price, because to get a Trypticon and to get him complete is nearly impossible. And even when it is possible, it's ludicrous amounts of money. So I will try to save whatever money that I've got for a Trypticon, because now that I got Metroplex. I've had Metroplex for a while, but now that I have since I have Metroplex, I want to get Trypticon. And speaking of Metroplex, Scamper, I'm very eager to replace, because that figure broke some time ago. Because it's a very thin toy, very brittle as well. That, and I do want to get a Generation 1, a G1 Firefly, the left arm, left leg / whatever arm and leg of Superion. I had that figure. Without Firefly, Superion remains 90% complete. Cause it broke, sadly. Toys will break on me, which is annoying, because I don't normally want that to happen. But yeah, Firefly, I want to try and get hold of, because I need him. I need him to complete Superion again. And finally, just to end it off, a Cybertron Primus would be nice. It doesn't matter which one I get, whether I get the Cybertron one or the 2010 release. I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. I want to get a Primus with the Omega Lock to put him next to Unicron. Oh, and plus, Dave, if you're watching this, if you want a big bot, if you want a big Transformer, I would recommend Primus. If you haven't already got him, get him. He's a pretty good toy from what I've already seen. Plus, I know you have Unicron, so if you can, since you got Unicron, get Primus. Good toy. That's pretty much the what I'm after toy wise this year. Now on to what I'm looking forward to, and I will be honest. What I'm looking for is pretty much what everybody's looking forward to this year. We are looking forward to meeting up with everybody who we have become friends with, and I could mention names like Matt, Dave, George, Ray, Nolsey. More people that I can even remember. And there's some people I didn't get the chance to properly talk to last year, and hopefully I will make up for that. So, and not only that though, because this year, aside from me buying toys, it's going to be me spending money on lots and lots of alcohol. And at the end of the weekend, we're all gonna probably have problems with our livers once it's all done. But at the end of the day, though, it's worth it, because what we're doing is just getting together, and pretty much Auto Assembly is a social event. It's a huge social gathering where we all share this one hobby, and that's something to be looking forward to. So the people always do come first, more than the toys. And plus, if I can get the toy. Oh, one other thing as well. Vigadeth and Team Decepticon, I want to try and meet properly this year, because I didn't get the chance to talk to them last year. But anyway, yeah, I've rambled on enough. In fact, it's nearly over 12 minutes, so I'm just going to end this off quickly. Yeah, this is pretty much my response to the SMS number 1, the Eyebrow of Justice. I can't do it better than you, because you have scarier eyebrows than me. But but yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to for this year on Auto Assembly. I'll probably do another video at some point next week, probably either on Tuesday, if possible, just to wrap it all off. So, until then, folks, catch you later.